my good friend Jack Goodman, who's always gifting me with wonderful, wonderful trash, threw away not one, but two corner shower shelf systems. Okay? If you're in a barn, you always need shelving in a barn, and I've been thinking about using it. And this little corner here is kind of useless.
Yeah, it is.
It makes your building stronger, and you need a good strong thing to hang your door on.
Right.
But it's basically wasted space. So I've been thinking about this for a while. I went and got all the pieces, 2 or 3 days ago, and just had them sitting out there by the fence. And I've been thinking about it.
Right.
So I took both of them. I added a piece of the white section to the bottom there so that it now goes all the way into the bottom of that hole, and I drove it in the ground.
Right.
Then I'm going to pour concrete around it.
Right.
Which will strengthen the concrete and make sure this doesn't shift. Although, okay, and then I stuck these on these shelves to add extra shelves because I need a bunch of shelves.
Yes.
So I added these from the one shelf system. And it had this one, the big one, had a little bitty shelf, which was useless for me. So I took it off and added one of these. And then, in order to get them to stay, I just took the roofing screws.
Oh, yes.
And just screwed them in the back. Then I took big roofing screws and I screwed through the pipe.
Oh, I see.
Into the post. So it ain't going anywhere.
No, it's not going anywhere.
And when it's in the concrete, it really won't go anywhere. And talk about easy to clean in the milk room. I can use my leaf blower.
Yes, you can.
Take the shit out of it and hit it with the leaf blower and it'll be clean.
You can hose it. It would be clean.
Or I can hose it off. Yep. So,
That's
and I will
awesome.
probably put other shelves in here as well, but that's going to be great. It's going to be a good place to put ointments and crap and
the Utterball and stuff that you keep out here.
The goats, so.
One of those is big enough to keep a thing of wipes in and everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it'll like I said, you can never have too many shelves.
That's awesome. And you can't knock your head into that.
No.
And I see that at least one of them's got a thing you could hang a rag on. And
Yep.
That is so cool. That is neat.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. And free!
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 Okay, Selena just finished doing this section of the outside wall that I'm sure she'll tell you about, but she talked about how she might use it.
It's not the prettiest brickwork I've ever done, but considering it's done with the chipping off blocks.
Right.
And it is a barn.
Yes, it is, but I think it looks neat. I like that.
But I think it'll look cool. It's basically distressed brick. So if Lynn will come down here with me for a second, I'll show you how we reclaim brick. And the job dictates how much cleaning you want to do. I like to use a mortar hammer or a mason's hammer. Where the hell did I put it? It's not here.
Of course not. We'll come back when we find the hammer.
This is a masonry hammer. It's basically for...
Can I see it up close? Okay.
You can use your regular hammer, by the way.
It's
can. Just not as, especially if you've got straight things, but it's kind of rough on a regular hammer, and it doesn't work as well. What you're basically doing is you just hit it to concrete between the bricks until they start popping free. Usually takes several good slams to have them start popping free. And you can see why you don't have a whole lot of good stuff to work with when you get done, because a lot of it gets busted up. Okay, so then you just kind of dig at that and you can pound at that a little bit and knock the cement off. This is harder than it would be normally because I didn't put these together with masonry cement. Masonry cement knocks off really easy, by the way. You can clean a brick easy. This is actual concrete. See the rocks?
Yeah.
So this was actual concrete that I used. Why? Because concrete's about 4 times cheaper than masonry cement.
Right.
But it's also a hell of a lot stronger. So that's basically what you're doing. I'll get a bunch of it and I'll use it. But that's why you don't have the prettiest brick in the world. But if you're looking for distressed brick, you'd be surprised how many people will gladly have you show up and start cleaning brick. There used to be places where It used to be all around us where they were tearing down some of these old buildings, and people could actually go and do day labor cleaning bricks because distressed brick is worth quite a bit of money in the right places. So people would go down and they would get paid by the brick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So it paid to know what you were doing.
It's hard work, so you had to be really hard up for money. No, I never did that. Close though. Close. All right, so that's it for me.
Okay.
You on? Okay, so if you've heard me talk about using old toothbrushes for doing different things, I'm going to show you. I got this thing where my son's name is here, and then it says 1995, which it took us a while to realize what it said because it had broken in half. But I got some cement in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the toothbrush and clean the grooves out so that the grooves will still show when it dries. So, and then I'll probably hit it with the stain again just to make it pop again. But yeah, there's the 5. The 5 was actually one of the reasons it was so hard because the tail of the 5 was on another piece that had broken off. So that's why we do that. And now I'm going to show you how we level. In order to get these level, what I do is, and this makes it super simple to do, is what I do is I pick up the edges where they're not level. Okay, and I pull like these out. I'm going to pick this up and I'll put some cement under that edge. That'll pick it up. See? And then I'll take this. Well, actually, I want a little bit under there too. Okay, so I'll put that right there. And then I'll kind of step on it. See?
Yeah,
and now it's even with the other piece. Yeah, the tool we call my foot. Okay, and now I'm going to do that one the same way. I'm going to pick it up a little bit. And then kind of push it down so that it's more even. It's not going to be 100% even. It doesn't have to be. Again, do I have to tell you again? This is a freaking bond. Okay. Okay, so this one I want to go up a little bit too. And I've already done, you can see up there where I've already evened it. So now I'm going to pick this one up just a little bit on this tail end here is where it needs to be lifted. And then once again, I'll just set that down and step on it. And that gets a little closer to being somewhat level. We're not going to make it very level. And why is that, children?
It's a barn.
Leveling is for socks!
Oh, okay. Gee, I'm sorry. See, I think I learned a lesson and then I give the wrong answer.
That's right.
How did I get good grades in school?
I don't know. I was started to say something really nasty, but I won't.
Thank you.
Because it's our anniversary, I won't. Okay. All right, see? And so now it's more even. Cool. I've already lifted this one. I will lift this piece, and then I'll just fill in.
Awesome.
And when I get done, I'll have her turn it back on and show you how absolutely gorgeous it is. What? Okay, so I've got the inside almost done. I've got one little piece to do. I've got one more bag of cement left. It should do everything I need to do. I built this form. As you can see, I used really, really good lumber. I did not need to use good lumber because I'm just going to go out and cement to the edge of the thing and the same height.
Right.
So anything to hold the cement is fine. Mostly this is going to get walked on by goats.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be perfect.
There you go.
As you can see, I stuck in a little alligator just for fun right there by the door. Hopefully he'll keep the boogers out of my place. But I made him with sandcastle molds. I use sandcastle molds a lot to build shit, but there you go. There you go. So this is the end of this day. I'm doing one more bag of cement. Lynn needs to go in because she feels like ass.
Well, and I'm going to come back and when you're done, get a picture of it so we can see what it looks like.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Well, Selena finished this part of this project. She's got the stones leveled and the mortar between them. And she calls them her glass hoo-haws, A lot of them are marbles. Some of them are those things that are flat on one end. She gets all kinds of neat stuff. Sometimes it's just broken, pretty pieces of stuff. And she always puts it in her concrete work, sometimes really heavily. And she did it in here just because. Why not, right? Here's the alligator she put in that she cast. And today is our 29th anniversary, and so she put the 29 there, and an L for Lynn, and an S for Selena. She said it's the heaviest card she's ever made. That is so sweet. I get to see it every single day forever. Yay. I think it's a beautiful end to a day.